Hi, it's Patrick Brewer here, founder of Advisor Growth Experts, where we teach financial advisors how to grow, buy, and eventually sell their business for more. I'm also the CEO of Wealth Plan Partners, which is an RIA that has about $3 billion in assets under management. Today's topic is the 5 worst strategies for marketing an advisory firm in 2024. So we have some interesting things that maybe you wouldn't expect to be on the list, and others that are newer additions given the advancements in AI and automation. So I'm really excited to bring this to you because there's a lot of misinformation, I think, as it relates to marketing when it comes to growing an advisory firm. So I hope that this list is entertaining and also helpful. All right, the number one worst strategy for marketing for financial advisors is AI like and comment bots. The way this works is an advisor will post a video, a text post, or a link to an article, and it'll be usually long form, and if you scroll down and you see it on the feed, you'll see like 140 likes, sometimes upwards of a couple hundred comments in the 20 to 60 range. And these are all from fake people. These are fake accounts that really just go in and summarize whatever was written in the post. You can see it's like John Bates. That sounds like a real name. Look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. Like, who's sitting there at their 9-to-5 job typing that, like spending the time to type that out? Or Baz Porter, demonstrating compassion towards oneself and others as we maneuver through the world of advertising consumption is paramount. Like, come on, guys. So I'm not going to out the advisor who's using this strategy because they're going to die with no influence anyway. They keep doing things like this, but it's pretty easy to see for anyone with a brain that this strategy is just not going to work, and it's pretty cheap way to get attention. So I just wouldn't recommend using any type of AI like or comment bot, and just put the effort in, pick the right niche, say something that people can resonate with, deliver value. All the usual things will get you a lot farther than trying to game the system. All right, the second worst marketing strategy for financial advisors in 2024. I'm sorry I have to out this guy because there's just no way for me to kind of screen everything out on his page, but it is automated LinkedIn messaging. This may have worked 4 or 5 years ago when people didn't realize that these messages were automated. This has now been fully played out. There's really no water left to wring out of the rag. So I'm gonna have to pick on my friend Salvador here. I'm sure he's a cool guy. So, if you're watching this, I apologize, but I just needed to find somebody. So Salvador connected with me, it looks like back in April, 2 days after my birthday. I'm getting old, almost 40. And, he could have wished me happy birthday. That would have been a little more relevant. But instead, he asks if I'm interested in connecting to discuss collaborative opportunities. Oh, what type of collaboration am I, going to experience here, Salvador? Because we're both in the financial services industry. Well, I am navigating the financial, the complexities of financial decision making. What strategies have I found most effective? Ooh, okay. Well, we are staying proactive. He does agree, 3 days later, that staying financially proactive, you're also very proactive on LinkedIn. How do you align your financial strategies with your growth objectives? I love these buzzwords. These buzzwords are doing it for me right now. And then ultimately, if I'm actually maximize my financial strategies now. So now I'm not only collaborating, I'm not just strategizing, I'm maximizing. And now I've got aspirations. So what are my thoughts? Well, my thoughts is I've received like 19 messages in less than 10 days. Those are my thoughts. So the answer is no, I would not like to connect. But jokes aside, you can use automated LinkedIn to make the first connection. So there are programs, I've linked them in other videos on my YouTube channel. I think it was in like the social media growth video. So if you're curious, you can check that out. But using it to connect is entirely different than using it to spam. So if you're gonna try to connect with people in your target market, you can use it. But if you're gonna send additional messages, just 86 that and spend your time on content and building real relationships with people. We are on to the third worst marketing strategy for financial advisors. And I'm going to call this unfocused or newbie networking. So I'm going to pick on the BNI here, where you can get welcome to meeting in person, welcome to meeting online, welcome to growing your business better together. So this is basically a referral networking organization. I'm sure if you've been in the advice industry, you've heard about it. People show up, they have no influence, they have no connections. They do have business cards though, and they're very keen on handing those out. So it's basically a bunch of newbies handing out business cards, trying to figure out how to get clients, how to get attention, how to get influence. Makes no sense to go hang out with people who don't have any level of influence themselves, unless you're just trying to build everything from scratch. There's easier ways to do it. Go find people who have clients, go find people who have a business, network with them, create a niche, build your own set of influence, build content. People will come to you when you've created enough value. So don't go to these events. I think it's a huge waste of time. I went to a couple of them when I was first starting my career, and I just think there's a much better use of time for most people. And the fourth worst marketing strategy for financial advisors is anything you buy off Facebook or Instagram. Facebook won't let me do a video over their website, so I just screenshotted this thing. It popped up as an ad from Financial Services Marketing Consultancy. Very clear. There's one simple ad that I've used to generate my financial advisor clients millions in AUM. It's so simple that I'm calling it the kindergarten campaign. And you can get it for only $27. 27. I feel like some marketer decided that the 7 needed to be the price at the end of every single thing that these people sell. Facebook, this probably means bad ads. Yeah, that makes sense. Bad ads. But yeah, so when you're scrolling on Facebook, if they target you, you're basically just going to get this kind of messaging from an unknown company with like 4 followers, like a 1-page website that says they've somehow figured out how to solve all your challenges, even though they're based in Bangladesh and have never been an advisor. So I would say that most of these are scams. I bet that 99.9999% are probably scams, or at least not able to accomplish what they say they're going to accomplish in their ad or on their landing page or on their video sales letter. Usually it's some method or tool or program or thing that can solve all of your problems without you having to lift a finger. And then, of course, there's some type of a guarantee. But I realized the latest trick is, as it relates to guarantees, is they guarantee their results, but they basically spend thousands of your dollars on ads trying to figure out how to get anything that's going to convert. And if you look at their ads, my chances are they're not going to figure out anything because they don't even understand you, let alone how your clients think about buying services online. And I will say, just from my own perspective, having spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on consumer marketing for financial advisors, it's not the easiest thing in the world to generate cold interest. So you're much better off spending your time on content marketing, personal branding, normal business development strategies than you are hoping for like a silver bullet. So if anything sounds too good to be true, it is. And I think Facebook and Instagram, that's why they're earning the number 4 slot on worst marketing strategies for financial advisors. And the fifth and final worst marketing strategy for financial advisors in 2024 is blogging. Probably the most benign out of the list, but I found that SEO is just a lot more difficult these days. I don't have any advisors to pick on here. I think I'm just going to link this article from Smart Asset. And just to prove the point, like Smart Asset drives a lot of their traffic from SEO. And the way that they do it is through backlinks from more reputable sites and sources. They link out to these other, websites and start to grab authority from them. They just have a lot of content. And unless you're producing a lot of very rich, long content that can compete with a company like a Smart Asset, then you're probably going to struggle. Now, you could have a niche blog, which works. There's a guy that I did a video on. He's an advisor I know in the industry, Daniel Zajac. He writes on stock options. If you have something like that and you're very, very focused and specific, you can get some traffic. But if you're the usual financial advisor that's plugging away, using the FMG suite article once a week and trying to get clients that way, it's not going to work. Maybe you can use it just to make it look like you're active on your website. But I would say that blogging, the time to do that was probably 7 to 10 years ago. If you were looking to build a following, it's going to be a much harder road to slog if you're going to try and do that now. So don't let that deter you from writing good content and pushing it out through social, through email. And you can obviously put it on a blog, but I would say that your dollars and your time and your energy are better spent in other areas. And if you're looking to not suck at marketing, then you might want to check out our Grow page on the Advisor Growth Experts website. So we help advisors with video marketing, doing things that are going to get clients' attention in a way that cuts through the noise, gets them the right types of eyeballs. Most of it goes out through social media, email, ultimately, drives them to YouTube and comes with a call to action. So if you need help producing video, as far as strategy, ideation, creation, and distribution, you're going to want to check out www.advisorgrowthexperts.com. You can see the links in the description. You'll click on the section that says Grow My Firm. But we do have a lot of experience with video. It doesn't work for everybody. I'll just tell you that right now, that if you show up to the call and we do a Zoom and you're like, hey, I think I want to do video, say, sorry, man, you should probably try automated LinkedIn outreach, blow up your brand. But for those of you who think that you have something to say and you're interested in potentially getting that message out to a larger group of individuals, schedule a call, we'll talk and hopefully put something together. Have a great day.